Hi everyone, I'm Suman. Like in this series of NumPy, so next we will just discuss how to reshape an array. So first let's import the necessary packages and first let's create an array. So I'll just create an array using np dot arrange of function. So I'll just give some 9 values here. So when I just print this a here, you can see we just have this 9 values. So now let's use this reshape function. Like let's understand how to use this reshape function. So this is a very widely used function, this reshape of. Let's discuss that. So I will just use a dot reshape of. So when I just check what's the argument for this reshape of function. So here we just the first argument is we just want to specify the shape. So what this reshape of function returns means it will just reshape the existing array, like it will just reshape the existing array and it will just return the same elements which is present in this array, right? So that's what this reshape of function does. First let's take 3 comma 3, right? I will just give a dot reshape of 3 comma 3 in the sense, so it will just reshape this 9 elements into a 2-dimensional array, right? 2-dimensional array with 3 rows and 3 columns. So when I just give enter, so you can see we can able to reshape this 1-dimensional array to 2-dimensional array. We just have 3 rows, right? 3 rows as well as 3 columns. So yeah, this is how you can able to use this reshape. Similarly, if you want to convert this 1-dimensional array to 3-dimensional array, so what you can just do is, so a dot reshape of, and you can just specify, since here in the previous case we just mentioned only 2 elements in the tuple, right? 3 comma 3. Here we'll just mention 3 elements, right? So 3 comma 1, right? So you can see you can, like, it just converted this 1-dimensional array to 3-dimensional array. So if you can see in the both cases, when I just use reshape of function, in the both cases, whether when I'm just converting 1-dimensional array to 2-dimensional array as well as 1-dimensional array to 3-dimensional array. So you can see, so when I just mention the shape here, I'm just considering the number of elements present in this. So since we just have only 9 elements, so accordingly I'm just giving, right? Accordingly I'm just giving the shape here. So when I just multiply all these 3 into 3 into 1, right, we will just only get 9, which is equal to the shape of this array. And even here when we just multiply these 2, we will just get 9, right? So even then I'm just getting the number of elements in the array. So that's you should remember when you're just reshaping your array. You should remember your length of your array. Accordingly you should give the shape. So now let's see. So if I just give a dot reshape of, when I just give 3 comma 2, right? So when I just give enter, so you can see we just got the value error, right? Cannot reshape array of size 9 into shape 3 comma 2. So yeah, so that's, so the reason behind that is, if you are just giving 3 by 2 and when you're just giving shape as 3 by 2, the number of elements should be of 6. So only then you can just able to convert that. So give 6 here. Now when I just run this, you can see now we can able to reshape this array. So that you have to remember. And similarly, if you want to convert some n-dimensional array to 1-dimensional array, right? So here you can see we have just converted this 1D to 2D and 3D arrays. But if you want to convert some high dimensional array to 1-dimensional array, so what you can just do is, so see, here you can see we just have a, right? After reshaping this, I will just store that in a, and when I just print a here, you can see a is of 3 by 2, right? A is of 3 by 2 shape. Now I will just convert this, right? A dot reshape of, right? I will just give 6. So A is, now the A is 3 by 2 matrix, right? So 3 by 2 matrix means we just have 6 elements. So that's the reason I'm just in the tuple I'm just giving only 6. So when I just give enter, so you can see it just converted this high dimensional array to one dimensional array. So that's how you can just do that. And the next important operation you can just do with reshape is, so if you don't know the dimension, right, if you don't know the what might be the dimension of your array and you just want to convert that, right, and if you want to reshape that array, so what you can just do is, so let's take this as an example, right. I'm just storing that in capital A. So when I just print A here, so you can see this is the array, right, array of 6 elements. So here we just know array of 6 elements, so that we can just able to convert this to like 3 by 2 matrix or 2 by 3 matrix, right, or 6 by 1 matrix. Like we can able to convert that, right. For example, let's say if you don't want to mention the number of elements in an array, and if you want to reshape that such kind of array, then what you can just do is, so I will just use like what you can just do is a dot reshape of, and you can just specify this is 6, right. So what you can just do is, I will just give 2 comma minus 1. So when you just give 2 comma minus 1 here, right, so what this minus 1 means, so here we are not giving any 3 or something, we are not giving it. So when you just give minus 1, this reshape of function itself, it will just assume, like it will just check what's the better suitable value instead of this minus 1. So we know that we just have only 6 elements, so the better suited value is 3, right. So that's the reason it just converted that to 2 by 3 matrix. So yeah, this is the use of this minus 1. And similarly, so when you have an array, right, so you can see we just have array. So if you want to convert this one dimensional array to 2D array, right, when you only, like if you want to convert this one dimensional array to 2D array, so what we can just do is, we can just follow this method, right, a dot reshape of, we can just specify the shape in the tuple. Yes, you can just do that, right, a dot reshape of, and here I will just use 1 comma minus 1. So this 1 is the shape of this, right, the shape of this array. So you can see we just have only one row. So yeah, we just only have one array, right, one row. So I just specified 1, and here I'm not specifying any number of elements. So generally you can see I'm just giving minus 1. So what it will do means, the function itself, it will just find out what's the value of this array, and accordingly it will just convert that, accordingly it will just reshape that. So you can see it just converted this one dimensional array to 2 dimensional array. So that's this reshape of function. So I hope you got this. Yeah, this is a very useful function even when you are like even in deep learning or even in machine learning, when you're just fitting your model. So yeah, in that situation it will be useful. So yeah, that's it for this video. So if you feel this video is helpful, like the video, and if you haven't already subscribed to the channel, please subscribe, and thanks for watching.